So for you guys that are wondering if you lose your semen retention benefits when you relapse, I'm here to tell you yes and no. Um, when you hit 90 days on retention, you get those benefits, right? You will keep those benefits when, even when you relapse, right? Even when you relapse, you will keep those same benefits, right? Because you got to understand, it took you 90 days to get the clear skin, to get the glow, to get the next level concentration and focus, optimized focus and concentration. It took you 90 days to get stronger. It took you 90 days to clear of brain fog. It took you 90 days, to really stop some of your bad habits. It took you 90 days to, acquire, the most, important benefits when retaining, right? Eye contact with women, you know what I'm saying? Attraction, women attraction, you know what I'm saying? So when you do relapse after 90 days, say if you do, you're not losing those benefits, right? Because just like how it took you, years and years for your brain to be desensitized to pornography and masturbation, right? It's not going to happen overnight. You watch a couple porn scenes for a couple days, you know what I'm saying, at a time. Your brain's not going to be desensitized automatically. It's not going to be just automatically, immediately, conditioned to watch that type of content. You would need to watch it every single day for your brain to be conditioned to consuming that, right? And to always needing that for pleasure and that instant gratification. That's not going to happen automatically. Continuously and constantly watching that every day for like the next couple years, yeah, so then at that point, your brain will be then conditioned. Your brain will be desensitized to that type of content. It's like getting fat, over time by eating pizza, by eating fried chicken, eating junk food every single day. You eat a whole box of pizza, you're not going to get fat in that one day. No, if you continuously have these bad eating habits, consistently, and you don't work out, you don't exercise, then in due time, you will get fat. Because, practicing bad eating habits, being lazy, that's going to gain you a lot of weight. And over time it will. Just like it takes time to, break bad habits and turning them into positive habits. It takes time. It's the same way with, building negative habits, right? Building up negative habits also takes a lot of time as well. Because it all comes down to the rewiring process of your brain, right? When you wired yourself to not masturbate, to not jerk off, to not watch porn, right? Which the former actually is a lot easier, in my opinion, to wire yourself to not masturbate and to not jerk off. To me, in my opinion, that's been a lot easier for me. But I can only speak for myself. But when it comes to, stop watching the pornography, turn that off completely, that's something your brain is more attached to, because there's more of a stimulant, an artificial stimulant attached to that content, right? There's more dopamine to gain from watching pornography, right? And it takes time to let go of that. The rewiring process is going to be pretty long, right? But if you've been retaining for 90 days straight and you get these benefits, right? You're not losing those benefits if you bust a nut one time. Now, if you continuously say, F semen retention, I'm no longer going to hold on to my sexual energy, I'm going to go back into my old ways, I'm going to masturbate every day, and so on. Okay, give it maybe a couple weeks, maybe a month or two, and then, okay, then you lose all those damn benefits. All those benefits that you worked hard to attain in those 90 days with constant releasing and masturbation every day for like maybe 1 or 2 months, then those benefits will disappear. You know, I can't guarantee that completely, but I can imagine that would be the case, right? I can imagine that being the case, of losing those benefits after a couple months of constant ejaculation. Because now you just undid all the positive, rewiring that your brain has been doing for the past 90 days. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I could be retaining for over 100 days, right? Which I have in the past, for 10 months in the past as well, right? I can still keep the same benefits even when I ejaculate, right? When I release. The only thing that's going to happen to me is, yes, I will be winded. I will be exhausted. I will be a little bit sluggish in the morning when I get up. I'm going to be tired a little bit. I'm going to have a little bit of brain fog and whatnot. I'm used to that. I've dealt with that before. You know what I'm saying? I know what it's like to go through the post nut clarity phase, right? The withdrawal symptoms and all of that, the withdrawal phase. I'm used to that phase. Like I know what to expect. Okay, I know I'm going to be, my brain is going to be, slightly foggy, right? My focus is not going to be all the way there. My alertness is going to be low. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to be a little bit tired, exhausted, a little bit sluggish, slightly agitated, just irritable, etc. Like I know what to expect when I go through a relapse, and I know what I'm tasked with facing, right? Being slightly depressed and all that shit, and just not all the way being there mentally and physically and stuff, being a little bit off my game, right? But that happens when you relapse, right? But give it a week or two, you're going to be back to, reharnessing those same retention benefits, right? And you're going to be back to your new self, right? Confident, motivated, all this energy, beaming, you know what I'm saying? A lot stronger, a lot more smarter, wiser, having clear thinking, all that mental clarity, right? It's going to come back to you. All those benefits, they may disappear for maybe a couple days. Not all of it, but maybe some will. But a week or two, they're going to come back in fullness. You know what I'm saying? I can guarantee you that. But if you're practicing semen retention, you don't want to relapse frequently at all. If you happen to fall into a relapse, you know what I'm saying, get back in the fight. But learn from your triggers. Learn from your relapses, right? Understand what is triggering you to go back into that relapse, right? It's up to you to have that conversation with yourself as to why I allowed myself to relapse, and then understand on what you can do next time to prevent that from happening, right? Those are the conversations you have to have with yourself, right? But for those that are just wondering if you're going to lose any benefits after relapsing, after 90 days or 100 days, whatever, after 6 months, worry not. You're not going to lose no benefits. But after you have that relapse, you will definitely go through some brain fog. You will definitely be a little bit tired, sluggish. But that's very temporary. That's going to be for a short period of time, for the first couple of days. But for me, for instance, you know, I can only speak for myself, that after the second or third day, you know, I'm feeling pretty good and energetic and, you know, more lively. You know what I'm saying? And the third day is like, okay, that brain fog is gone. I'm back to, you know, lasered, tunnel vision focus, and I'm just ready to attack the day, right? That attack that I have when I'm retaining consistently on these long streaks, okay, that has come back, right? It may be gone for a couple days, but I'm telling you right now, after them couple days is up, man, it's on. You know what I'm saying? It's back in the fight. You know what I'm saying? It's right back in the fight. And so don't worry about losing these benefits, man. You know what I'm saying? But like I said before, like if you go back into, you know, consistent ejaculation and relapsing, then yeah, maybe after a couple months of doing that every day, then I can definitely see you losing all your benefits. You know, losing all your benefits could happen. But a day of relapsing, a day of falling short, nah, man. Nah, man. The worst that can happen is, yeah, you go through some bad luck. You go through some, you know, setbacks. You go through some tough times. But you know what? It ain't nothing that you can overcome. That ain't nothing that you can overcome. You know what I'm saying? You're going to go right through that shit, overcome it, you know, go right through it and just, you know, keep moving forward, man. So that being said, this is the Retention Lifestyle. Like the video, subscribe if you are new, and I'm out, man. Peace.